All right, let's try this again. All right. So, a few important components about being fit that you need to develop in your character, okay? The first thing is this: you got to have dreams or goals. Like we said, just wanting to lose 15 pounds or wanting to jump higher is not enough. You got to find something that's really, really going to get you motivated to want to go towards, because a lot of times we make goals that we'll work them for a week and then we don't want to achieve them anymore. So you really got to ask your things like, what motivates you? What do you want in life? And what do you want to accomplish? One thing I really believe we should do is find something what I call sets us on fire. And that means every time we wake up in the morning, we're on fire to go do something, to go accomplish that goal, to make ourselves better. Does that make sense? Okay, next slide. I brought what sets me on fire, okay? You obviously know this young lady right here. She's one of the most dedicated and driven young teachers at the school here. And that little man right there you've seen pestering the grocery bag, the HEB buddy all the time, okay? So to me, it's important. Now, you're a younger crowd, so you may not understand this as much, but to me, I want to live to 100 years old. And I want all them to live to 100 years old so that we can spend that much time together. Does that make sense? That's something I'm on fire for. That's very important to me. Now, I don't want to be 100 and I can't move and I can't get out and play with that guy right there and all that. So to me, I stay fit mentally, physically, and spiritually so that I can live to be 100 with them. And here's the other thing, and some of you may have brothers and sisters, younger brothers and sisters, and you can kind of relate to this. It's my job to teach him what fitness is. How can I teach him what fitness is if I don't exercise it myself? Does that make sense? All right. Your second step is to take action. I love this quote because I think it really epitomizes what you have to do if you really, really are going to take serious action. It says in Africa, the gazelle wakes up in the morning and realizes that it must be faster than the fastest lion or it'll be eaten. In Africa, the lion wakes up in the morning and realizes that it must be faster than the slowest gazelle or it'll starve to death. Either way, when you wake up in the morning, you had better be running. Now, let me ask a question. Who wakes up in the morning and says, oh man, I don't want to go to school, or oh man, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to. Let me ask you this. You think that lion wakes up in the morning and says, oh man, I don't want to chase another gazelle? And what gazelle says, oh man, I don't want to run from these dumb lions? That doesn't happen, right? You got to train your mindset to that, is find what you're on fire for, and then go get it. Go take action and be like that lion or be like that gazelle, whatever you want to be, but you got to run. In the morning, you got to get up and just take action all day, every day, but with a plan. Take control of your time. Who here feels like they don't have enough time in the day? As it is, okay? You would be surprised how much time you have for things when you really look at your time. And we like to use this phrase called, we want to find time. Well, the truth of the matter is when you're looking for time, you'll never find it. The days will just keep going by, the action won't get done, and then you won't reach your goals. So we decide you must make it. One of the best things you can do is the week before, plan out your whole week to the hour. And find the things you can eliminate. Now, I'm going to talk to the younger ones real quick. Texting, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter. Those things are cool, but guess what? They're going to be there. If you're serious about what you want to go get in life, go get it and then come back and get your Facebook. Facebook is going nowhere. They just made a movie about it. Facebook's going nowhere. All right? Your texting's going to go nowhere. Your friends will still be there, even if you don't text them. As soon as they text you, in these texting conversations, I don't know, that thing's weird to me. Just call somebody and talk to them. But, all right? So you got to find time. And you can always find something to eliminate. It's all about simplifying your life. All right? Next slide. This I am very big on. And maybe it's the military in me, I don't know, but self-discipline is the biggest part of this. I believe there's two kinds of disciplines in life. There's self and there's imposed. Okay? Imposed is you don't clean your room, so mom and dad say you can't go to the movies. Right? Or whatever it may be. Self-discipline is you want something bad enough that you cut out your Facebook to have more time to work on your goals. Does that make sense? Okay. And I like this quote a lot. Self-discipline is the key to self-esteem, self-respect, and personal pride. Now, if you think about fitness, wouldn't you agree that all three of those things have to be in your fitness? You have to have a good self-esteem. You have to have self-respect and personal pride. Just by being disciplined is going to help bring that along. Not only that, it's going to help you accomplish your goals. So it's just going to keep feeding itself. It's a cycle. All right. Now I want to tell a little story. You see, it says burn your ships, burn all ships. I'm gonna kind of refer back to that lion first. You think that lion, if they go for a couple days, they don't catch a gazelle? They just say, well, we'll try again tomorrow, or maybe we'll go for a zebra instead. No, they keep going and they keep going, they keep hunting because they have to feed themselves, they have to feed the cubs, everything of that nature. All right, so the burn all ships comes from this. Way back when like the Spartans and the Romans and all those guys were fighting, and everyone would get on ships and then go fight with spears and swords and shields. There was a general of an army. He took his army to this country. They were going to go to war. When they got there, he told all his soldiers, he said, burn all the ships. And of course, all the soldiers were like, you're crazy. How are we getting out of here? The whole point of it was he was saying that there was no room for retreat. If you burn the ships, they had one choice. What? Go in there, fight, win, and then take those ships and come home. And that's the attitude you got to have when you're going towards what you want in your fitness and towards your dreams and your goals that help you to motivate you to become more fit. This is really important too. So many times in our society, we wait for our lucky day to come in, or our big thing to come in, or we're waiting for this to happen, we're waiting for that to happen. When you take responsibility for your success, when you take responsibility for your own growth, things come as fast as you want them. I'm living proof to that. I came to San Antonio 7 years ago, fresh out of college, with nothing but a duffel bag. I now raise a family, raise a business, raise a program, a very successful basketball program within the city and in this region, because I took responsibility for my success. I figured out that nobody was going to come hand me anything. Nobody was just going to give me that program. No one was just going to put kids in my gym. I had to go do it myself. I had to go learn more basketball, because just because you're a good player doesn't make you a good coach. I had to learn that. I took responsibility. And the second that I did that, good things come. And the crazy thing is, and even with me speaking here today, now that I've taken responsibility for my success and I do it every day, things just fall in my lap. Like, it's really weird how it happens, but like this health fair, this is the coolest thing in the world. I'm on cloud 9 doing this for you guys, and it just fell in my lap. I didn't know I was going to get invited to a health fair. So you got to take responsibility for your success. And I like this quote too as well. Success on any level begins when you accept responsibility for creating in life what you want. You're the only person who can truly make it happen. Not your boss, not your business partner, not your financial planner, not your spouse or life partner, just you. Now, I guess that's geared a little more towards adults, but you guys get the point here, right? All right. That's pretty much the four main components of what we feel that fitness are going to bring you. And if you're an athlete, you definitely want to put those in your life. But if you're a student, whatever you do, an employee, a business owner, we've studied a lot of different people, successful people in different areas and fields, and we found that they all had this fitness, that level of fitness of the mental, physical, and spiritual, and they worked on it by building their character. If there's anything I can do to help, if anyone wants to talk to me more, that's my website, that's my email. I'll be here till about noon. I would love to help and talk to anybody I could. Thank you.